Okay, so we back again. This is episode number 3 of season 2. So we last left off with the situation in my college break. So we got into the college break aspect of the series. Um so yeah, basically I was having break, and yeah, I had to figure out how I was gonna train, and it was just new. So that's when the new kind of workout started coming in, and I started doing different stuff. So I got into doing the full body stuff, which we left off in December, and that's when I started doing full body things. So I used to do, and I started off doing full body, so I kind of had at least a little bit of background in regard to how I was gonna do it. But I was still stuck. So luckily, I had like at least like a small bench set up where I could at least bench press. So I had that. And then the other thing I had was just basic weight. So just those two things, bench and weights. And much wouldn't seem like a lot. It would be like something you would see in like a 1960s garage. That somebody would just have and they would work on it and work out, stay in shape. But I had to, once again, like I did in high school, I had to strategize and figure out a way how to deal with what I had and how to achieve stuff, with very little equipment. And how to just achieve what I really really wanted, and with just two basic things. So that's when I crafted a full body plan. So it was a little longer than I have now, but it was very similar. So it was basic stuff. So like your bench, your squat, your overhead press, like big body movements, and then smaller stuff like biceps and core. So just throwing that all together. But the main thing I think was adding in the full body stuff, because that gave me more strength, and it added to other muscle groups. So I started doing that. I was eating a lot. Now, luckily, since we weren't on break too long, I was able to not gain as much fat, but I did gain a lot of muscle quickly. Given that I was able to bulk up really quickly and then cut, versus just bulking for an extended amount of time. And I hadn't bulked prior to that in a few months, so it made sense. So just eating a lot, and the other really important part was the fact that I was starting to gain strength because I was getting used to new weights. So before I was curling with like probably I think maybe 20-pound weights, because over that summer before going to school I had to regress in weight. I had to go from using like 20 to 17 because I was just working out so much. Um, and then when I got more rest time, I started going up in weight because I was able to recover more, which is a big thing that people don't focus on, which is recovery. But yeah, I was using 20s, and then I went up from 25 to 30. So those are the two dumbbell sets that I got, 25 and 30. Simple, something you can store under your bed and you can use really really simply. Um, and I focused on 25 and 30, and eventually my body adapted to it. Thus, it grew. Thus, I got bigger. But because I, use higher weights, I was able to adapt to it. And then now using 25 and 30 is light. Now my lightest weight that I use is 30, and I'm even comfortable at 40, but I'm working on 50. But the point is that you definitely do need to train strength wise. If you want to see change, you need to get stronger, and that's where people mess up, because they think that just because you get stronger you get bigger, which isn't necessarily true. The main thing is that if you want to grow in size, you do have to be eating more. So somebody who's slim could be as strong as they want to be. They could be pumping out maybe 225 on a bench, but they won't grow. Why? Because they're not eating the calories for it. So another guy could be the same size and be benching 225, but the reason why he's not really going up in terms of strength is because he might not be training for strength. He might just be training to gain size. So the important thing I think on that spectrum is understanding that you know training for strength is a lot better if you want to see results. And like I said before, the myth is that, oh, if you're a girl, or if you even don't even want to get bigger, that using heavier weights will make you bigger. No, the problem is that people don't work on the nutritional aspect, and size will come in if you eat a lot. So I think everybody should be training heavy. I do it, and I even noticed with me times where I wasn't trying to get bigger, and I was able to put on, muscle, but it was a muscle that I wanted. So that was already proof there. And even people that I've seen, who are still small and they lift a lot of weight and their body changes, they say the same thing to me, that they change because of um the muscle happens to adapt and thus build muscles, so, and grow. But the important thing is, you want to be going heavy. So after this, we come back into the school year. Things are cool. I'm working out, and then we get towards, I think it was the middle. Um, and then we got towards like the end of the spring semester, and then we get further down into the summer, and then this is when things got hard because I started getting sick, so I wasn't working out as much and I was eating more, and this is where fat started packing onto my body, and this is where the story takes a complete turn, and we go from being, used to being slim and trying to gain weight to figuring out how I'm going to lose it. So that'll be episode number 4, and we'll figure that out and talk about that tomorrow, so stay tuned.